Hello everyone, welcome to Open Up, a series about how we communicate. My name is Ten, and today we're going to be talking about expressing our feelings. So do you ever find yourself expressing how something made you feel and someone starts arguing with you? And you're frustrated, like, but I just said how I feel. And they're like, well, I disagree. And you're like, okay, but that's how I feel. And then neither of you get anywhere. You might be doing a really common thing that people do where you're telling the story of your feelings instead of the emotion, and this can lead to conflict. I feel neglected. I feel unappreciated. I feel put down. I feel rejected. What do all of these phrases have in common? They're describing behaviors, not emotions. When we say these things, what other people hear is, you're neglecting me, you're putting me down, you're rejecting me, or you don't appreciate me. And here is where the conflict starts, because they feel accused of something that they don't think they did. They argue because ultimately what you're saying is what you think they're doing instead of how you feel. So any word that more readily describes an action falls under this. Words like unloved, misunderstood, patronized, manipulated, intimidated. So when we say we feel unloved, it can be easy for us to understand now why someone who cares about us might say, well, of course you're loved. But that doesn't care for the core emotion we might be feeling, which could be lonely, hopeless, sad, scared, or angry. So if we want to avoid this particular kind of conflict, we have to drill down to the core emotions that we might be feeling. So why does this matter? People often feel the need to defend themselves against assumptions that people make about them, so they might miss the feeling behind what you've said. And this can create a cycle of accusations where both parties are trying to justify the stories around their core emotions, and no one gets soothed. So differentiating between the story we tell about our emotions and the emotions themselves can help us understand our interpretations and change our perceptions when we misread a situation without abandoning the feelings that came up for us. So learning to describe exactly how we feel without making judgments about what other people are doing can be a really important communication skill that helps us get care and solve problems in our lives. So that is it for this episode of Open Up on expressing our feelings and avoiding conflict. I hope you got something out of it. I would really love to hear from you. Liking, subscribing, commenting, they all let me know what you thought. I would love to hear from you. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mighty Feels, and soon or now on Patreon, also at Mighty Feels. I would love to have your support if you have the means to do so. And that's all. You're great. I hope you feel great. And thanks for watching.